What is up, you guys? Welcome back to Kenny Tarot YouTube channel. What is up? Shout out to the OGs. Shout out to those who are new. Shout out to everybody who has been showing the channel love and has been so super supportive. I always try to, be just in a state of gratitude. And I can't help it when I think of you guys. So thank you guys so damn much. Today's video, you guys, I was just looking on the calendar and I'm like, yo, next week is Christmas. I can't. And then after that will be the new year. Like, I don't know about you, but it just sounds like this year is now trying to speed up, when for the entire time it feels like we've been in this year for like a decade. It's been going very slow, but now I want to speed up. And you know what? I'm not mad. But as we begin as we close out this old year and bring in the new year, I wanted to see what still is in store for you guys, within these last few weeks. So today's topic is what's your last major blessing of the year. So I wanted to make it very broad, so that's why I didn't include the year of 2021, because anyone can come across this video at any time, at any year. So it's going to be relevant to the corresponding year that you watch this video. But basically, yeah, we're just going to check out that one major thing that you probably didn't expect to come. Maybe you did expect to come. This would just be a confirmation. But overall, I just wanted to get you guys excited for something else that is headed your way. So with that being said, you guys, please choose from these piles. We have pile number 1 with the clear quartz. We also have pile number 2 with the rose quartz. And we also have pile number 3 with the amethyst, and pile number 4 with the citrine. Okay. Also, one last announcement, you guys. I've been getting a lot of messages of whether or not I'm still doing private readings, and as I stated before, it's not something that that's currently available at the very moment, but I can guarantee you guys, for those of you guys who are looking for private readings, they will be available sometime next year. But I'm thinking early next year, so please, it's not, when I say next year, I'm not referring to like December 2022. It's gonna be sometime early next year, okay? But in the meantime, like I said, there's gonna be maybe random times where I just come online and just give you guys a live stream where I just give out free readings. So check out for that too. You gotta have your notifications on though, just saying. But overall, private readings are on their way. Don't you worry. But other than that, you guys, please choose with your gut and not with your eyes, and I will catch you at your reading. What is up, pile number 1? Welcome to your reading. This is for those who put the clear quartz crystal. Yeah, I promise I'm gonna get some more crystals. I know I've been using the same crystals for the past like 2 or 3 years, but I just love them. But this is for the pile who picked the clear quartz crystal. We're about to find out what is your last major blessing of the year. The cards that they gave us are, we have 3 of Pills. This is also the 3 of Pentacles. Pills are pentacles in this deck, which I love. But we have the 3 of Pills in reverse. We also have 7 of Bottles. 7 of Bottles. The bottles are cups. So we have 7 of Bottles in reverse. And baby, we got the best card in every tarot deck. The best card. Can you guess what it is? Of course, it's the Sun. I love this. The Sun card for you. We also have number 8. This is Control. This is also the Strength card. We also have number 7, Personal Growth. First of all, look at the card and how it complements the background. Like, I love that. I love purple. I'm sorry. I really love purple. We also have number 3, blossoming abundance in reverse. We have nurture yourself. We have, I'll probably pronounce this wrong, but it's Pele, I think, and divine passion. It's getting hot up in her. We also have affirmations. And this card that we'll get into later. Pile number 1. It is a pleasure to really give this reading, really, because what's happening is you are literally growing and leveling up, right? Okay, I know that sounds like a very like, oh, love and light type of answer, but no, there's some tangible evidence of this blessing. Okay, just give me a second, okay? But no, you are leveling up on the inner, and that's something that's finally showing on the outside. It's going, you growing spiritually and just overcoming any obstacles that you have been facing up to this point is now finally about to bear fruit, like physical fruit, but at the same time, this is a product of your own doing, what's happening. And I also feel like this is something that you've been wanting for so mad, but the thing is, what was holding you back was fear, because this next step is kind of scary for you. But it's what you've always wanted. But not only what you want, as in your ego, but this is what your soul wants. I have to tell you this, you are a natural born leader, a natural born entrepreneur, a natural born, or just someone who definitely marches to the beat of their own drum. So I have to also tell you, I don't see a future for you where you are not at the helm of your own business or not at the helm of how you make money. I see if you're doing traditional employment, I don't feel like that's going to be where you're going to be when your journey on this planet has come to completion. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily see that for you. It doesn't resonate with you. That's what I'm getting. I'm also getting that oh my God, they're really encouraging you. Like, they're really like telling you like, yo, you know that you're supposed to be doing this, and this is going to be the confirmation that you needed. Spirit is like, yo, you know you're supposed to be doing this. You know this is always what you wanted to do, and I know it's something scary because it's a risk that you're about to be taking. But once you actually do it, you're going to see that this is something that you should have done a long time ago. Now let's get to specifics. I know. Let's begin. The 3 of Pills. This is the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So I have to tell you this. There's something about you breaking off from either a group or a organization or something that you've been really relying and dependent on. This could even be like you guys have always depended on family members or relatives, and there's going to be something that you're going to be doing. This blessing is going to be really a statement of your newly found independence, right? For a lot of you guys, this is really just simply you guys transitioning from traditional careers to really more of an entrepreneurship. But I'm getting, yeah, they're showing me the Emperor card. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is my entrepreneurs up in here. If you even have, like, let's just say a social media presence of some sort, and this is something that you wish to have generate revenue to where you won't have to rely on traditional work anymore, you're going to get that. And also, I'm getting like, the example that they gave me is like, you're the Beyonce of the Destiny's Child. Now, this is no disrespect, because I actually love Kelly and Michelle. I even like LaToya Luckett too. Like, this is no disrespect, but they're using that point of reference because that's something that I would definitely understand. It can come across very well to you. But it's almost as if you don't need them. It's almost as if you have what it takes. all alone. Now, it's not to say that you can co-partner or things like that, but there's something about you being at the front, you being at the like you being the commander of this ship. You know what I mean? So this is what this card is saying. There's a breaking off, whether you are leaving traditional work to go to entrepreneurship, or this is merely you leaving a team to really go solo. And it's not to be taken personally by anybody else that you have been knowing for a very long time, but this is really a huge milestone for you as a spiritual being, absolutely. Because this is who you are. Like Emperor, Empress energy. The next card that we have is Seven of Bottles. This is the Seven of Cups as well. So the Seven of Cups in general really speaks about sometimes confusion, but it's now like in reverse, it means clarity. So this is something that I feel has been weighing on your thoughts very heavily, and there's going to be something that Spirit is going to show you or really make clear to you to be like, yo, this is the right decision. But yeah, you see things clearly now. They're playing that song, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone, which they always play. But that's how Spirit talks. They usually talk in my point of reference. But yeah, you gaining clarity. You now know what to do, despite maybe this entire year you were just feeling lost and confused. Well, that's coming to an end. Here we go. Oh, they're telling me, before we get into this card, they're telling me this has been a long time coming. A long time coming. I think you've already been receiving like urges to really break out and step forward. You're not meant to be in the background, I'm sorry. You really are meant to be the commander. So I am seeing, like, especially for like an influencer, this is definitely the route that Spirit is guiding you to take. Social media presence, something like that. If you have your own business of any kind, this is Spirit really giving you the confirmation that yes, this is the path that you need to take. Like for example, this could even be like maybe you've always worked for a tech company, huge tech company. It's nothing wrong. I feel like a lot of you guys who could identify with this, I feel like you guys are making a great salary, but there's something missing. And so a lot of you guys, this would be like that example to where you're working in a tech company, but you feel that like there's something missing. And so a lot of you guys may even break out, maybe quit that job so you can start up your own tech company. But let's get into this card. We have the Sun. This is whatever idea of the epitome of joy and happiness to you, that's what Spirit is referring to, is what is going to be your last major blessing of the year. And for some of you guys, it could be as, you know, I don't think it's small, but it could be as intangible as you just feeling like I'm now stepping into my power. But for others, you guys, this is a boost in your career, your current business, or a boost of social media followings. But this is so much bigger than that. This is really, I almost feel like they also want me like to give like a sigh of relief. Like, you're gonna feel so much better when you do this. But this has been a long time coming. Because they keep showing me the Knight of Pentacles. This has been a long time coming. And there may have been some delays and some things like that, but the journey made you stronger for this point. Absolutely. Sun card. This, if you don't remember anything, remember you have this in your reading, which indicates that you're going to end this year on a high note. All right. Next card that we have, we have number 8. This is Control. This is also the Strength card. And something about Control also makes me think about the Emperor. But once again, like we said, this is really, you're now, I feel like a lot of you guys were very scared to make this step. And I mean, I don't blame you. This is maybe a huge risk for a lot of you guys, but this is going to be the example where taking this risk is going to work amazingly for you, better than you expect. But you're definitely meant to be, there's something about you being at the command, you being the boss of some sort. Okay? Next card we have is number 7. This is the personal growth card. Once again, this is really, I see you guys at one time you were very afraid to do this. You were scared. Maybe you were even scared of, not being able to, in your mind, succeed, whatever your idea of success is. But the Sun card says otherwise. If the Sun card is here, it kind of trumps everything else that could be seen as bad or, maybe uneventful, Like they're showing me like a cub. I've seen in a Lion King, because that's what they're showing me, like Lion King, where they were singing, Simba was singing with Timon and Pumbaa, and it was literally, within the song, Simba had grown like from like a cub to like a full-grown lion at this point. That's what they're showing me. And you're going to be the personification of that, and that's what this blessing is about, really. But it's also about, obviously, there's going to be some material wealth that follows, because we have this card. We have Blossoming Abundance. This is also number 3. I say also because I'm referring to the 3 of Pentacles that we received earlier, which was also in reverse. So this was the key. This was the key for you unlocking your true abundance and your true success. This was the key. You branching off. Because if you really have the free will, but I kind of feel like this is one of the cases where it's a part of kind of your destiny. So I don't really think Spirit is just going to stand by idly while you maybe stray from this path. I don't see that happening. I feel like at one point, and maybe it already happened, at one point there's going to be some sort of divine intervention if you do not make these steps yourself. But Blossom Abundance, this is what's in store for you. But the reason why it's in reverse is letting you know that if you would stay as this cub, as they described, there's no way you'll be able to achieve those material dreams that you have in mind. This is the next step to unlocking those dreams, especially those dreams that are maybe behind a wall where you have to have money. We're talking about material wealth here. This is definitely your path. Next card that we have is Nurture Yourself. And this is talking about self-care. And once again, this is really a lot of you guys who are here are definitely entrepreneurs. And whatever they're referring to, just know that it should have already crossed your mind as you watch this video. And another thing is, you've already planted the seeds. You've already planted seeds. Like, this is something that you're already aware of. This is something that you've already been doing, or at least working on. And maybe you could even put it on the back burner. But the point is, you've always been connected to this dream. And that's not by coincidence, it's by design. So, yeah, I literally see you guys you have already planted the seeds. So now this is really going to be where it finally bears fruit. And Nurture Yourself, like I said, it's really self-care. And in this case, it's really about doing what you truly desire, doing what your heart desires, and what your soul desires. And it's like, if you stay where you're at, whether it's a traditional job or maybe a field that you have no interest in, you would be doing yourself a disservice. So think about that. This is going to be like a career for you that rejuvenates you. And if you have a career that drains you, now it's not to say that it's not going to be, there's not going to be moments where you maybe lack sleep or moments where you've been working so hard to where, you don't have any other or much energy to spare or anything else, right? But it's still rewarding. It's still fulfilling what you're doing. You're not losing, it doesn't feel like you're losing energy or your energy is being drained in vain like it probably felt when you were working a regular 9 to 5. Or that one job that had nothing to do with your passions. So listen to Spirit when they say that you need this. It's the only way for you to really be aligning to your mind, body, and spirit. Next card that we have is Pele, Divine Passion. Yeah. Look at the depiction of this card. Powerful. This is a statement. This is a powerful statement what you're doing. And I think a lot of people are going to be like, yo, pal number one, what are you doing? Like, how can you leave this stable job for this? Easy. Because I wasn't passionate about what I was doing then, but I am now. That's a concept that I'm beginning to see that not everyone truly understands or truly masters. And that's usually not their fault because we are in this 3D experience. And it does take a certain level of evolution that you have to achieve in order for you to get this concept and actually commit to it. So, and I see you doing that. So I have to commend you because this is not no easy thing to do, okay? But getting back to this card, the card says, being honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? That's what we're referring to. This is passion. It says divine passion. And I love that phrase because it indicates this is something that your soul wants as well. So remember that. And this concept or this idea or this path is never leaving you because even if you try to stray away, it will always be in your mind. You will always be thinking, what if? Okay. Affirmations is the next card. And the card states to lift up your thoughts and energy and to attract what you desire, use positive affirmations. So I'm sensing that you really need to hear this. And okay, so they want me to use an example of my own life. So I will. I know I come on camera and I'm very, very happy, but there's a lot of real stuff that I be going through, behind the camera and when the camera's off, right? And it took me a while. It took me a while to really get out of this abyss. And the way I got out of the abyss is because I actually listened to Spirit, and it was through a pick a card reading. And I don't even watch pick a card readings like that anymore, but but it was a recommended pick a card reading, and I felt drawn to click on it, and I did. And I got all the answers that I needed. And I was in tears and everything, but I got out of the abyss. And you can too. So this next blessing is really going to cement you into a place of happiness and joy, and really show you that you were always going to be successful. It may have taken some time, but those manifestations that you did, those seeds that you planted, were always going to sprout and was always going to bear fruit. This was already ordained for you. And I think this blessing is really going to be the first example showing that it's now reflecting in the 3D. So congratulations. You made it out of the darkness. The last card that we have. Okay, this is a chatty month. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. Pile number 1, baby, your cards were jumping out everywhere. This is a very talkative spirit team that you have, but it's not to say that they talk too much, but it's more so like they really want to speak to you. They really want to speak to you. They really want to get this message across to you. 2022, you're going to be very busy, but in the best possible way. You're going to be perfecting this craft of yours. And like I said, whatever it is that you're doing, you're good at it. Maybe even the best at it. And that's what you're meant to be doing. And it's about time that it finally reflects in your bank account, in maybe clients, or whatever the case may be. But there's going to be some type of material proof that the universe is going to give you to let you know that, yo, didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you you were always going to get this? Didn't I tell you that your manifestations actually did work? So, let's get into this last card. I know I've been rambling at this point, but like I said, this group, your spirit team, are a little bit more talkative than usual. They've been talking even before I turn on the camera. But the last card that we have, hey, we have Tree, Affairs with Your Family. I know this has a message, but when I think of Tree, I think of literally planting the seed and it's now growing and sprouting. I have to tell you this as well, because one thing about the path that you're taking, it's a path that not everyone takes. And I think a lot of people are drawn to taking this path, but external factors usually play a part. There may be family members or people who are like family members who are going to give you that type of treatment where, like, what the hell are you doing? Are you crazy? Why would you leave this stable job for this? Or why would you be in a place of certainty to a place of uncertainty? And it's because you have faith. And it may be something that they can't comprehend, but Spirit is going to, or universe is going to give you something to really prove to the haters. Or not the haters, because family could be doing this out of love, but just the naysayers that, yo, I've made the right decision. And that's important to you. I know it is. You want to prove them wrong. So, pile number 1, beautiful reading. Maybe one of my favorites already. And we just started. But your future is so damn bright. I need sunglasses. So, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I know I've gone a little bit longer than usual, and I do apologize for that. But, yeah, thank you so much for joining me. And if you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But other than that, I will catch you guys next time. Bye. What is up, pile number 2? Welcome to your reading. This is for those who picked the rose quartz. Very loving energy that we're dealing with this time. But the question is, what's your last major blessing of the year? The cards that they gave us are the World card in reverse, we also have the Death card. Remember the days in which people will go to tarot readers and then they'll see the death card and have almost a heart attack without even knowing the true meaning. We also have the Page of Pills, which is also the Page of Pentacles in reverse. We have number 15. This is Master. And this is also the Devil card in traditional tarot. We have number 63, Parenting. We also have number 30. This is the Garden and the Gate in reverse. We also have Let Go. We have Goddess Bridget, which is entitled Don't Back Down. We also have Emotional Healing. And this card that we'll get into later. So pile number 2, you could probably tell that what your major blessing would be a little bit more of a I see that your blessing isn't mainly tangible. This is really more a deeper blessing. I also feel like what you're going to be doing as well is making like a huge decision, a huge decision. And this is a decision that you know you never can go back from. You know what I mean? Like it's more so like a decision like, yo, it's all or nothing now. You know, it's too late to go back now. Like, I'm doing it. If I'm doing it, I have to do it. Like that type of energy. But the thing is, it's very profound what this blessing is. It means a lot more than just a statement. And I think they use the word statement because a lot of you guys will be making some type of statement with your with your words. And it's really going to shift the trajectory of your life from that point on. Like, I see you guys making a stance like, yo, no, this is who I am, or this is what I'm doing, and you're just going to have to take it or leave it. This is actually a very psychic bunch as well. Like, I don't think the blessing has much to do with that fact that you're gifted in that way, but they keep showing me the High Priestess. So this is a very psychic bunch. And I also feel like this is something that you intuitively feel guided to do. So I don't know if you plan on shake things up during Christmas dinner, but I feel like what you're doing or what you're going to be doing, what you're about to say will like move mountains. Not only move mountains, but it's really going to shake people up. And maybe it's not going to have the best response, but that's not your problem. Let's begin. We have the World card in reverse. Now the World card in reverse, if the World card is coming up in a reading, it's my indicator that this is a milestone that's happening for your soul. This is a goal of yours that your soul really wants to achieve in this life. And your soul's waiting for this moment. Your soul's waiting, has been waiting for some time. It has to do with family too, though. It has to do with family too. For some of you guys, the decision could may even be like you want to have children, and maybe this is something that you are being advised against it because sometimes you have the desire for children, but you don't want the relationship that sometimes comes with it, or you don't want the extra attachment. You just want the child. You know what I mean? That's perfectly normal and fine. But that type of, in my opinion, forward thinking is really going to bother a lot of people who are kind of stuck in those type of traditional ways. And to be honest, it's really not about progressive and regressive. It's really about doing what's best for you. But this, I'm also feeling like for a lot of you guys, what you're stating and what you're, making a stance on is something that maybe your family does not approve of. I also have to say this. I do feel like there could be some LGBTs people up in her, and this statement could just be you guys coming out. Which, by the way, why is that even a thing? I blame television for the most part, and just society's, feel of entitlement. But I feel like it's the coming out conversation as well. And I have to tell you this, a lot of times people's higher self will purposely put them in families that are complete opposite of who they are. And this is really to say that you're going to really change people's perspective. And it's like, if that's a part of your mission, your soul is not going to put you in a family that's already accepting. Because it would kind of defeat the purpose. I'm sorry. I mean, yes, there are some other cases, but that's their journey. But I kind of feel like with this group, you could have definitely been born into a family in which they could be the most religious, or just the most, because I'm also getting with the message with the people who want to just have the child and not the family and the marriage that come with it. That's also something that your family could find very problematic, or contradictory to maybe their religion or beliefs. There's definitely a conflict of that. And it has to do with family or a loved one that you maybe really do love, but it's like, yo, I gotta do what's best for me. And they'll come around if they really do love you, and if not, yo, I don't care. I'm a very firm believer of, blood. Like people use, blood is thicker than water. And that could be true, but at the same time, that does not make you exempt from me throwing you out of my life. And that's just what it is. The next card that we have is death. This is a huge moment for you, because it's going to change your life. And like I said, people may seem like the statement that you're going to make may be not that big of a deal, but you have to understand, spiritually, energetically, it's going to switch your trajectory. Your life will finally be aligning to the path that you're meant to make. So your life from this point on, after this moment, will be different. And I'm seeing better. I'm seeing cathartic freedom and contentment. But the death card is here to let you know that this is definitely something that was supposed to happen. It wasn't by coincidence why you feel the need to make this type of change, or to really, progress in this way. And once again, they're showing me the High Priestess. So once again, you felt drawn to really do this. And here, Spirit giving you the green light. Like, yo, finally, pile number 2 is about to, come to this milestone we've been waiting for. And I always feel like this is going to open the doors for a lot of other things in your life. Whatever this is. I do feel like it's a very personal type of development, but because of that, it's really going to have external, outcomes as well. Page of Pills. Yeah, for a lot of you guys, it's really this is going to be like the group that you were born in a religious family, or you were Catholic, you were like a follower of a certain religion for a very long time, and now you're breaking out of that. The Page of Pentacles is like a student card as well. Um, but in reverse, you're doing something that's kind of maybe seen as rebellious, and in a way it is. But yeah, this is about breaking the rules a little bit, and by rules I mean rules that people of this world have set. Yeah. This is different than what society would probably approve of. This is different than what your traditional family will approve of. But Spirit is here letting you know that you're right. You're the correct one. People are going to call you crazy, but you're not. Something happened. It was a pivotal moment. And this is something of your doing. Like, this is like, it feels like a tower moment, but it's not like a tower moment like on the outside. It's more like a tower moment on the inside. Like, yo, I feel that I need to do this. And you're not wrong about that. Next card, we have 15. Master. This is also the Devil card. And I love this imagery because it's an image of a heart, your heart, in a cage. It's waiting to be freed. And what's also interesting about this, it's the Devil card essentially, but there's so much green, which speaks about the heart chakra. When you do this, once you do this, I want you to know that there's going to be so much support for you, despite maybe your family not supporting you, despite maybe your loved ones or people that you consider to be family or friends may not support you. Despite that, there's going to be so much support. I even see you guys connecting with your soul tribe. This is what I mean. Like, this is not just a simple statement or a simple decision. It's really going to change the way your life is, or the way your life is becoming. You're going to start attracting the right people, the people that you're supposed to be attracting because of this as well. Once you do this, you're going to feel a sense of freedom. You're going to feel truly yourself, finally. Like I said, I don't know what it is specifically. They're giving me examples, of course, in which they've already stated, but this could really be anything. But just know that you are going to be very much supported. So you have to, it's like you gotta, once you make this statement, you kind of gotta stand in it 10 toes down. And I think you will. Because once you do make this statement, there's no going back. Meaning, there's going to be some people maybe who are now in your life who are not going to be in your life. But just know that that's perfect. You did me a favor. That should be the mentality. Next card that we have is 63, which is parenting. As I stated before, this could merely be a lot of you guys wanting to have children. For some reason, I feel like it's children, but not in the traditional sense. You know what I mean? But I also feel like, once again, a lot of you guys are going to be at odds with maybe a parental figure because they don't approve of it for whatever it is. They don't approve of what you are about to state. Yeah. I'm gonna see you guys just weighing the options too. Like, yo, if I do this, this is going to happen. But if I don't do this, this is what's going to happen. And you're realizing what is more important to you. The next card is the Garden and the Gate. This is in reverse. For a lot of you guys, this could merely be a change in religion. Maybe your whole entire family is Catholic, but you want to be a Buddhist. My whole family is, half of my family is Christian, half of my family is Muslim. And my like immediate family are Muslim, and so when I said I did not want to be a Muslim, let me tell you, it was WWE SmackDown up in here. Just kidding. It wasn't physical, but I'm just saying the tension was on all-time high, and yeah, it wasn't well received. But eventually, it came around, and that's when I became a Christian, which I'm not anymore. But you see what I mean? It's like, I feel like the statement that you're doing is best for you. It's profound, and people may not necessarily agree with it, but that's not your problem. I feel like the path that you're taking it's actually making you more in tune. More in tune. This in itself is very spiritual. Very spiritual. Yeah. You definitely have a desire to really be who you are on a soul level, and it's showing. So this was only a matter of time that this is going to happen. And I guess the time is now. We have let go. This talks about letting go of fears and simply not really caring what people have to say. It says, release the desire to control the situation and leave it up to God's infinite wisdom to resolve everything beautifully. Meaning, when you do make this decision or when you do make this statement, just know that if people are upset by it, that's not your problem. That's not your burden to carry. So it's highly advised that you really do not care what people have to say, especially if it's in opposition to what you're feeling drawn to do or say. And this is also confirmation, though, that things will work out. May not work out immediately, but they will work out in the end. Meaning, I do see people coming around afterwards, like people who once was like, yo, I disown you, or whatever the case may be. I see that actually come around in the end. Now, that's up to you whether or not you want to accept it or not. But at the very least, you could forgive them. But, yeah. The next card that we have is Bridget. And it says, don't back down. The card states, stand up for what you believe is right. Oh, yeah, there is definitely there's a yearning in your soul, in your heart to do this. It's almost like you get very, like, the longer you wait to do this, the more maybe anxious you get and the more unsettled you get. Because you've been really needing to do this. And I don't see you actually caring what people have to say, which is amazing. Your journey is not easy. Your path is not easy. But you're strong enough for this. You're absolutely stronger than you think. They're also showing me, I mean, it's not to say you're going to be single, but they're also showing me like you being without these people, but being very content, like in the Nine of Pentacles, being very happy with how your life turned out, despite maybe some certain people, certain individuals are not necessarily along for the ride. You know what we call that? That's growth. Shout out to Insecure, one of my favorite characters on that show, Kelly. But no, this is elevated type of spirituality. This is mastery, almost. And you may not even see it in a spiritual way, but you have to understand the statement or what the action that you're going to be taking is monumental on a spiritual level. Emotional healing. I almost feel like it's the longer you've waited to do this has been maybe even painful. Not in a physical sense, maybe in a physical sense, but definitely in an emotional sense. Like it's uncomfortable to live maybe either under the guise or under a guise, or maybe just live a life where it's pleasing to other people but not pleasing to yourself. So this definitely will, in a sense, be healing for you. It says, as your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive new blessings and love. Referring to this as well. I see people coming. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to be romantic or not, but I see people coming, almost like surrounding you. The love is overwhelming. Yeah. This is like a path that not a lot of people walk, but it's your path. And you may be at it alone, but like I said, I see support coming towards your way. So you may be at it alone for some time in the beginning, but I see support coming your way. And this could be in the form of friends, a romantic partner, or just other people who resonate with you. The last card that we have is, hey, love this. What a beautiful way to end it. We have Arrow. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. I mean, I just love when Spirit does that. This is no mistake. You're not wrong at all. You're simply following your path, following your heart. And that's all Spirit could have asked of you. And you're doing it. So just know that many blessings are going to come after this. As this card, Emotional Healing, states. Many blessings are going to come after this. This step or this moment may be the hardest moment of this path, but it's going to get easier, especially with the help of support that you're going to have. So, pile number 2, I hope that you enjoy this, and I hope you do see this as a blessing, because it is. And I'm proud of you. And Spirit is as well. Thank you. So if you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Bye. What is up, pile number 3? Welcome to your reading. This is for those who picked the amethyst stone. We're about to find out what is your last major blessing of the year. Okay, the cards that we got. We starting off right. We have the Fool card. Yes, that Aquarius energy. Unexpected news. Unexpected is what they're saying. Unexpected, unexpected, unexpected. This is almost like miraculous, I'm feeling. We have Queen of Knives. This is the Queen of Swords in reverse, which I love this energy. I'm sorry. I know a lot of times court cards give more, maybe more so of the shadow aspects when it's in upside down, but for this, I'm not getting that really. Now look at this. 6 of cigarettes, which is 6 of wands. And 6 of wands again. Believe and succeed. This is victory. This is success. 48, financial discipline. Money on the way. Guess who showed up? We also have 6 Chakra Archangel Metatron. Number 40. This is third eye. Inspiration. This queen right here, man. This queen right here. First of all, I love Greek and Norse mythology. And probably the queen of Norse mythology that I revere showed up for you. I know y'all like, hurry hell up, Kenny. I know. Freya. We have Mother Freya up in here. Bold. Magic's involved in here somehow. Magic. We also have Let Go. And this card that we'll get into later. Okay, first of all, they really want to mention, I feel like this is a group that's definitely dealt with, I almost feel like some of you guys even gone through a breakup recently, or maybe there's sadness that you guys are recovering from and healing from. And what's happening is that whatever you lost is now being replaced with this, and this being success. There's absolutely going to be a complete 180. And I almost feel like a lot of you guys currently are not necessarily seeing anything happening, and probably are even watching this reading like, yo, like, yeah, I heard it all before. But there's something magical about this blessing. And like I said, it's very coming across as miraculous. So like, you definitely don't see this coming. And that's the most beautiful part. And I have to tell you this as well. The universe loves those type of things. The universe loves making non-believers believers. The universe loves to give you the least of what you expected, and it's going to be, and you never knew that it's exactly what you needed and wanted. The universe loves that. Why? I don't know. But pile number 3. There's a new financial cycle that's happening for you. And it's one that you've never been as successful as you are with this particular endeavor. This is a new job, new opportunity, or maybe a new business that you're beginning. But if you are currently already doing that, because I do feel like some of you guys are just unemployed, which is fine, and there's a reason behind that, which I think they're going to get in later, but there's some of you guys most of you guys I feel like are unemployed, but there could be a chance where you guys could be at a job or you could be at a place, but it's definitely something that you don't necessarily feel like it's where you should be. There's something new and fresh, and something that you may feel like, yo, I'm gonna have to take a risk to do this. But you're happy in this risk. You feel content in doing it, despite not knowing what the outcome may be. You're diving in. But I can tell you the outcome. The outcome is going to lead to, I see material wealth, material success. I see a certain recognition or popularity. Popularity for sure. I'm not sure what you're doing as your career, but there's an emphasis on being seen, people respecting you, people putting you on some type of pedestal. And this also indicates success for me. So let's begin. I'm excited. The full card, new beginnings. literally, and it's a new beginning with endless possibilities. I'm really getting that you manifested this. Like, this is my witches, these are my warlocks, these are my manifestors, this is my wizards, these are my alchemists up in here. It worked. It worked. Those spells, those rituals, it worked. I'm sorry. It did. Why am I apologizing? It worked. You should be proud of yourself. This is already ordained. It's been ordained for you. But the thing is, it's so grand and it's so big, and I could probably explain why it's been taking so long for it to actually come to fruition in the 3D. But it definitely is. And I think what this next blessing may be at the end of the year could be the introduction of it. Because 2022 is going to be a brand new year. It's going to be complete night and day from 2021. So, magic is all around here, but for sure, this is a new beginning for you. And it's unexpected, it's miraculous, serendipitous. It was all part of divine plan, divine timing. Now let's get into this card. We have the Queen of Knives. This is the Queen of Swords in reverse. Now the Queen of Swords in reverse does indicate this is someone who, I mean, usually has a negative connotation, but I'm not necessarily reading that way. Some of you guys definitely cut people off or cut, because especially if you're very in tune spiritually, which I feel like you are, you know when you are transitioning to another stage in your life. You feel it. You know that. And sometimes you realize within these transitions that certain people and maybe certain places or even certain scenarios or experiences don't necessarily serve you anymore. The Queen of Knives, especially in reverse, does not have a problem cutting people off, cutting things off, especially people. I'm getting at people for you. Because I'm also getting like a past lover or a soulmate. Now here's the thing about soulmates. Not every soulmate that you meet is meant to be with you on this journey the entire way. Some soulmates just have a specific purpose as to why you guys are encountering each other. And once that purpose is filled, this is when it happens, when we start to diverge. And that's perfectly fine. And this is something that even myself, I'm beginning to normalize. But this is something that you've already mastered and you've already understood the concept. So the Queen of Knives is definitely someone who's not afraid to sever ties, but just know that this is not coming from a place of like bitterness. This is not coming from a place of like, you know, oh, you wronged me. Maybe that could be the inspiration, of course, but this is really merely being content and being okay. Like, yo, I'm moving in a stage in my life, a new stage in my life. And it just simply does not make sense energetically for me to keep you around. This could be anybody. Definitely people are going to be upset by this. People are going to view you as like, beep. It's funny because I think I have a book that I used to study when it comes to tarot. And in reverse, they literally gave the definition. It literally says a real bitch. But like I said, it's this. I feel like that's going to be the perception for that a lot of people may have, but that's really not the case. You're just doing what's best for you, simply. Now you may have it a very direct and very honest, brutally honest way of doing it, but the point is still the same. And Spirit is definitely backing you up. This is a 6 of cigarettes, and what I love about this depiction is the fact that we have this. we have a star. We have a star here. Big wish being fulfilled, being granted. Big, huge wish. Not only that, once again, magic is all up in here. You definitely, you're my magic people. You definitely have done some magic to really do this. And I think even maybe at one point you thought it didn't work. You're so wrong. It's like maybe after a while for that it didn't come through for you. It's like the universe is like, okay. And it's all coming at once. That's really how it feels. Like it's overwhelming, but in a great way. But yeah, I'm seeing magic, but this also resembles a pentacle to me. It's a golden opportunity that's coming your way. A financial opportunity, a career opportunity that's coming your way. I don't know the specifics, because obviously that's going to be different for everyone who picks this pile as to what direction and what field. But the message is still saying this is like a golden opportunity. And for a lot of you guys are now coming into this type of energy to where you feel like, yo, I made it. Like I'm finally successful. I'm finally on my way. And once again, we have the Six of Wands yet again in this deck, and this is Believe and Succeed. Moving to calmer waters. Yeah, this 2021 has been rough for you. And you survived though. You absolutely survived. You're being commended and rewarded for your patience. And it's not to say that it's not to say that the universe was just trying to test you like, yo, like you gotta survive this in order to really be of the true. No, it's not really them trying to test you. It's more so like you definitely learned a lot during this process. And even that transitional period such as this, usually there is some type of break. And that's really for you to really adjust to what's about to come and really prepare yourself as to what to come. And this is something that happens energetically as well. When your soul feels like it's time, that's when this is going to show up for you. And your soul says the time is now. Financial discipline, number 48. For me, this card indicates, in this case, stability. You have not been able to be financially stable in a long time. A long time. I was about to say a while, but it's a long time. For some of you guys, this is financial freedom in a sense. So it's some of you guys being the boss, being pretty much in charge of having to or in charge of the way in how fast your money comes in, and usually that means entrepreneurship, but yeah, I also feel like a lot of you guys are just sick and tired of being, waiting with bated breath for employers to say you're hired or to even give you an interview. You guys are tired of that type of dependency. And the solution is being presented to you. (2022) is going to be such an amazing year for you financially. And this is readings really here to tell you, yo, get ready. Sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron. Yeah, this is my psychics as well. These are my psychics. You're very, very, you get it. You get it. You get it. You get it. What's funny with you, I almost feel like you guys mastered being of the physical as well as the spiritual. You guys are a hybrid, which is, in my opinion, the goal. Because although we're spiritual beings, we've come here to have a 3D experience. So You can't have one without the other. You can't ignore one without ignoring the other. You have to have both. There has to be a balance. And I'm seeing that this is what you've mastered, or what you will be mastering. This is for my spiritual people who have a strong desire to be financially wealthy or successful or rich. And you're going to be an example as to why two of these worlds can actually coexist. Sixth chakra Archangel Metatron is here, and this could be one of your spirit guides as well. Very knowledgeable. This is where you get all your ideas. This is where you get all your... I'm also getting, for those of you guys who work with magic, this is the one giving you the words and the incantations to say, the ingredients to do. This is the person. This is the entity. Archangel Metatron. Third eye is wide open. They're showing me the Ten of Pentacles. This is going to be a very successful group. And I think the reason why they're showing me the Ten of Pentacles, because this is what you've been envisioning for yourself. Those things that you've been writing in your journal, or your book of shadows, those things that you've been writing in there, it's coming. It's coming. And it's like, even in your darkest moments where you maybe felt the least hopeful, there was always that faith in the back of your mind that this was going to happen for you. And that was Archangel Metatron reminding you. Inspiration. Yes, your idea is divinely inspired. Take action accordingly to set it into motion. Yeah, we are going to, in December, these last few weeks of December for you, you're going to really springboard what feels like a new career. So as the inspiration card also states, I do feel like, or at least connotate, is that I feel like a lot of you guys are, did I say connotate? I mean connote. But I feel like a lot of you guys already have an idea or a concept or a particular field in mind, and just know that though that's actually not a coincidence. There's a particular area of when it comes to a career that you feel divinely called to be doing, and this is spirit really giving you confirmation that yeah, that's what you're supposed to be doing. For some of you guys, this is a creative endeavor, or at least non-traditional endeavor. Oh, Freya. Bold. I'm 100% sure that each person who picked this pile is doing magic. Now, you may not necessarily know that you're doing magic. Like, for example, you could just wake up every morning and be like, you know, say these affirmations and think that there's just words, when in actuality they're not. You're going to be the example of that. Your words really have power. So with Freya, it says, unleash your adventurous side, take risk, which is what the Fool card also says. Take risk and be daring. I really get Queen of Wands energy with you. Once again, Queen of Wands, I also associate with sorcery. And this is to me the mother of magic in Norse mythology. This is just my interpretation. That may not be her actual title, just my interpretation and based off what I've learned and studied about her. And also cats is also a psychic, is an indication of magic and also intuition and psychic abilities. You know this is coming for you. And on top of that, you know it's going to be a success. It's already ordained for you. So I do feel like a lot of you guys are going to be stepping into a more creative endeavor. And with your essence, which is very magical, there's no way that it can't be a success. Let go. And I love that this is what they decided to end this reading off. It's not, we still got one more card, but this is really the oracle's end of the reading. But let go. This is for my people who are feeling like, yo, ain't nothing happening. I have very little hope. And the reason why it's because, like I said, you are going through a transitional period. And although your body may feel like, yo, I'm ready for the next thing, energetically, your soul was not ready. Your soul did not feel like it's ready. That's changed. And so this card is here to let you guys know that any event that you do feel like there has been delays and things like that, to look at these delays from a different perspective. Especially for those of you guys who've been trying to like get certain jobs or fields and you've been getting rejection letters. Those are usually indication that you're not meant to be doing that. You're meant to be doing something else as well. And for a lot of you guys, it's very hard to relinquish the control of not having to actively look for a new career opportunity. This is really saying, yo, enjoy this break for what it is, because there's going to be a lot more busyness happening in the future. So just enjoy this. Trust us. Let go of any worries, anxiety, because it's going to work out better than you could have ever dreamed of or imagined. They want me to reiterate, it's been definitely tough for you, and I know, but they want me to bring this up again. The fact that they reiterated 6 of Wands, which is really many cards can have many different interpretations, but this is really a universal interpretation of the 6 of Wands is victory and success. Bottom line. And the fact that they have to tell you twice, meaning, yo, trust me, it's happening. No need to worry. The last card that we have is, Frying Pan. I don't usually get this card. I do not usually get this card. Frying Pan says trouble and accusations, or trouble accusations. This really just refers, because I'm saying once again, it's referring to I can even see at one point there was a time where you guys were very frustrated, and it's not even frustrated with the situation. I almost feel like a lot of you guys felt even betrayed by spirit, or betrayed, and it's like you guys are saying, I've done everything that I could. I'm a great person. I'm so generous. Even I'm seeing with you guys, and yet I have yet to receive anything in return. Like my ship have yet to come in to sail. This is all the frustration and all the things that naturally came with maybe what feels like a long delay between you and you achieving these dreams. Sorry if you guys hear any noise. It's my family who are annoying as hell because they know I'm recording, but yet do they give a damn? Probably not, but once I click off this video, I'm gonna have to state something. I digress. But the frying pan, like I said, it's really indicating all that that muddy period that you've gone through. This is a new cycle this is a tough cycle that you're ending in a new cycle, a more easier cycle that's beginning. This is really Spirit saying that we never forgot, despite maybe that's how it felt, and we never betrayed you. But they understand why you felt that way. And they're about to show you just how much they never betrayed you. So, pile number 3. This is an absolutely amazing reading. It's my favorite of the bunch so far. And I hope that gets you excited. I'm excited for you. So, like they said, get ready. If you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But other than that, I will catch you guys next time. What is that? Pile number 4. This is for those who picked the citrine stone. We're about to find out what's your last major blessing of the year. The cards that they gave us are the 2 of Pentacles. This is also the 2 of Pentacles. We also have the Ace of Pentacles. This is the Ace of Pentacles. If you're not smiling right now, you should be. We also have the High Priestess. Look at this card. I love this depiction. I love the artwork on this deck. But this one of my favorites. We also have number 2. This card says, spread your wings. This is also the 2 of Wands. We also have 61, self-love. We also have number 15. This is appreciation in reverse. A lot of you guys have been feeling stuck. The next card that we have is vulnerability. They're already talking, so sorry. We also have Guinevere, true love. Beautiful card. We also have summer. And this card that we'll get into later. All right, card number 4. If you haven't already guessed it based off the cards, what's coming for you next as the last major blessing of this year or of the year, there's a new career opportunity, a new financial opportunity that's coming for you. And this Spirit's considering this to be what I call the golden opportunity. And what the golden opportunity is basically a job or an opportunity that it should be considered your dream job, even if you don't know it when you first get it. But it's going to be the career that you will no longer need any other source of income to be successful. This will be it. This will be your bread maker. This will be the current path of career that will forever have you be financially stable from this point on. So it's a big deal. A lot of you guys, of course, this is referring to entrepreneurships. Because I kind of feel like a lot of you guys need, whatever this field is, this is something that Spirit has already made you aware of. Well, or at least try to get your attention about. So it's something that there's some familiarity about what it is that is being presented to you. And maybe some of you guys have just yet to really, take it seriously or just really be focused on that particular field or career. But the time is now. The time is absolutely now. Let's begin. We have the 2 of Pentacles. The 2 of Pentacles is also the 2 of Pentacles. This is in reverse. Okay, so what they're telling me for you guys, I really feel like you guys were in a very dark place. A dark, dark place. And I'm not sure how you were treating this, but, and I feel like the reason as to why is because with you, success is a huge deal for you, and as it should be. But I feel like with you, if you don't reach a level of success, especially if you're of a certain age and you feel like you should be at a certain level by this time, it's going to affect your confidence. It's going to affect your perception about yourself. It's going to affect your whole outlook on life in general. I even heard like I hate my life. I hate myself. Even that. Good news is though, you're coming out of this. I almost feel like a lot of you guys have. Like maybe it was just recently that you came out of this, but Spirit is acknowledging your strength. The Two of Pentacles in reverse, for me, there is going to be you regaining stability. And then I also see financial stability, but this could be mental stability as well. Spirit also wants to mention as well, like I feel like a lot of you guys are like, damn, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have this. But Spirit's like, but you have this. And this is something that you guys a lot of times, especially when you guys are in that dark place, we can sometimes forget, you know. I'm not blaming you, but this is just the facts. It sometimes does happen. So Spirit's almost saying like, yo, you have so much other things to be grateful for. But there's going to be one thing that you're really going to be grateful for that's coming. And that's the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. This is the golden opportunity. And I think, once again, if you're not made aware of this, you'll definitely be aware of what to do. Like, this is something that will definitely show itself by the end of this year. Obviously. But I'm recording this in December. Middle of December. So if you guys are in watching this during that time of December, then it's not long before this becomes a reality for you. I am getting that for some of you guys, this is entrepreneurship. And the reason why I'm getting it, because they keep showing me the image of King of Wands, which is my entrepreneur. It's my visionary. It's my innovator. It's my inventor. I almost feel like a lot of you guys, the source of the way that you're going to be successful, the way that you envision yourself, is on your own terms, in your own way, creatively. And for some of you guys, that does mean entrepreneurship or having your own business. I am getting that. Also, because of the next card, I have to assume that some of you guys could also be working on spiritual businesses as well. Because we do have the High Priestess. Some of you guys are definitely leaving traditional jobs to a more spiritual business or just entrepreneurship. But that third eye is open, baby. I think you definitely know what's coming for you. And I also feel like, once again, I think you're already aware of what this golden opportunity is for you. It was just a matter of you finally stepping up to the plate. I do see that some of you guys will be leaving one thing to go to another thing. And like I said, it's going to be depending on who you are, because the transition could be just from one job to the next job, or it could be as profound as from traditional employment to self-employment. But this is something that you've already been intuitively guided to do. Like, you feel drawn to do this already. And the Ace of Pentacles is confirmation that this is the right path to take. We also have the Two of Wands. Spread your wings. For a lot of you guys, this is social media that's also going to be playing a part. For others of you guys, this could be an indication. This is going to be a brand new start for you. Your success is going to be very gradual and very progressive. But December is going to be monumental because it's going to be, in your eyes, this is the beginning of my success story. Okay? And I think the blessing in it is that you're finally committing to this. And you're finally standing in it. You're not being wishy-washy about it. You are finally like, yo, I'm doing this because I believe in it and I believe in myself. So the Two of Wands also indicates that some of you guys will be having like some type of partner. There's a partnership here as well for some of you guys. And it's coming through as like a business partner or someone that you're going to be working with. But I have to tell you this, it's one of those things where it's like, it's business first, but there's a high potential that it's going to be romantic. But pile number 3, listen to me. This is Kenny speaking now. You're gonna have to be focused, okay? Certain things are priorities, okay? Get this bag first, okay? And then we can worry about love later. And I think that's something you're already going to do anyways. Because I'm getting a similar energy that's very reminiscent of mine's, to where it's like money over love. And that's perfectly fine. So I think you guys, you know what it is? You guys definitely, you guys are not going to settle for less when it comes to life. And with you, success, I feel, is very important to the point where it's going to affect how you see yourself as well. But I feel like a lot of you guys are going to have a person who's really going to give you those encouraging words, who's really going to be your cheerleader, who's really going to see your vision and be that support that you need in this. And something like that naturally leaves the door open for possibilities of romance. But I definitely see that if this is a partner, it's going to be like off the strength of just business first, and obviously naturally it could also go to romance. But overall, this blessing is going to be a symbol of, yo, this is my new beginning. This is my second chance. This is the path, my career choice. This is my career path, and it's going to be successful. Now let's get into this. We have number 61, self-love. Like I said, for you, it's very unique because it's like, other people may be like, oh, well, I don't love myself because I'm overweight, or I don't like how my hair is this way, or I don't like how my skin looks this way. Like, it's usually something like that. But for you, it's like, I don't love myself because I'm not successful. I'm not where I'm at, or I'm not where I feel I should be when it comes to status, when it comes to career. So it's intertwined with you. And this is spirit confirming that that's not by coincidence. And this is also spirit confirming that although, yes, there should be other factors that play in part to when it comes to self-love, they're also saying that this is going to be something that's restored for you because success is on its way. I'm also getting that if a lot of you guys are going to get this partner that's coming through, this is someone who's going to definitely teach you this. This person is coming, I'm saying he because the energy is masculine, but doesn't have to be. It's just, this is someone who's very action oriented, very business minded, and so naturally that's something that's a little bit more masculine rather than feminine. But this is someone who's going to be like an inspiration to you, and they're going to, without actually saying like, you know what, I'm going to help you love yourself. Like they're not going to say those exact words, but they're definitely going to help you succeed. And through that, they teach you self-love. That's unique. I've never heard that before. Like I've never read that before, but I understand it. We also have appreciation in reverse. This is number 15. Once again, I feel like a lot of you guys have been feeling stuck, feeling like, yo, I can't go anywhere. I'm not doing anything. And during that time, it definitely gave you guys those feelings of which, you know, you hate seeing people succeed. But it's not like a hater, but it's more so like, yo, why them? Why can't it be me? Like that type of thing. And this is spirit telling you like, yo, you have so many things to be grateful for. Like you're, you know, that's just their journey and that's, you know, their timetable, but you have your own timetable. You have your own journey. So this is definitely a card of people comparing themselves to others, which you're never going to feel good when you do that. But this is also spirit saying that even in the midst of where you feel like nothing is happening, you still have a lot to be grateful for. Yeah, they definitely kept you in the dark as far as like what's going to be happening. Or what I mean is like, they definitely kept a lot of things under wraps for you. Like, and it's starting December, or starting whenever you're watching this, I'm getting, because I'm recording in December, of course. But if, like, I'm almost getting like, soon you're going to realize, or this blessing is going to be pretty much the beginning of this new cycle for you, a new financial cycle. Yeah. And like I said, this is something that you don't have to blame yourself for, because this is naturally something that's going to happen, especially when you feel like you've done all that you can. But yeah, you guys, Spirit is saying like, yo, they had a lot of things behind the scenes that are happening, and your spirit team is almost like excited, like, yo, finally we can show them what we've been working on, and that's going to happen before this year is in. And I think in 2022, it's about making this even more of a success. Well, by a certain time of next year, you're going to be able to say, yo, I did that. I'm actually successful now by your standards. Vulnerability. Yeah. This is unlike you, but we tend to act a certain way or do things that are not necessarily our nature when we're put in the position to where we are, you know, more susceptible to these darker feelings and feeling unloved or feeling unappreciated or just feeling unnoticed or even feeling like a failure. But vulnerability states that it says, listen to your vulnerable feelings as they contain wisdom and inspiration, and then pray for strength to focus on your priorities no matter what. I think it's definitely have not been easy for you to view life through a positive lens. And this is going to be, it almost feels like this is your first win in a very long time. So if in fact this is like a business of yours, I see for some of you guys, this is going to be like an overnight hit, and it's going to continue to be successful. And for others, you guys, it was just like, this is finally your time. Like you could have been, maybe you already have a business, but part of you doesn't necessarily feel like it's something that people want to see, or maybe you don't feel like it's something that, you know, like what's the point, basically. But Spirit is saying like, yo, it just wasn't your time then. That's all. But your time is now. So Spirit is definitely wanting to acknowledge just this period in which you didn't feel at your best. And they're coming with compassion, and they understood, but they really want to give you some sort of explanation as to why there was a delay. And for a lot of you guys, it's because this was a transitional period. And transitional periods for you, you may be ready physically, but energetically you weren't. And for some of you guys, it could even be, the transition could be like you graduated from school and haven't been able to find a job. That period in between those two was really just for you to be able to adjust and get ready for what's coming. And sometimes that can take longer for certain people. But they're saying the wait is over. So. Next card that we have is Guinevere. True love. The romantic sterns in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. Card number 4. Remember what Kenny said, though. Remember what Kenny said. Money first, business first, everything else later. For some of you guys, romance is connected to your career. I think maybe a lot of you guys have been manifesting career or finance and money dreams and goals, as well as romance goals. And it seems like the universe is going to give it to you in like a nice, 2-for-1 package. Some of you guys, this is a partner who's going to be a business partner who's going to turn into your romantic partner. For us, you guys, this could definitely be a new boss. It's someone who's inspiring you, so I have to assume that it's someone who could be already in doing what you're doing, or maybe excels in the field that you're doing. This is very nurturing soul. This is someone who's definitely going to help you see yourself for the greatness that you truly are. Yeah, it's romance. I'm sorry. They're giving me confirmation that it's romance as well as coming for you. It's 2 blessings. There's an offer coming. This person's coming. I almost feel like this person's coming in under the guise of business, and you guys will do business together. It feels like, but they do have ulterior motives, and it's of the romantic kind. And it's what you deserve. 2022 is going to be a very happier year for you. Much happier. You may even look like,
well, 2021 was hell.
Oops. I'm going to have to edit that curse word out. But you could be like, 2021 was torture, or whatever the case may be. So it's maybe in your mind, it shouldn't take that much to really be better than 2021, but it's going to be a complete 180 is what I'm saying. I do feel like this person is already successful, already in the game. Like I said, I feel like they have a lot that they can show you and teach you. And this person's coming. This person's going to communicate with you very soon. very soon. And I think it could happen by way of like, oh, hey, I have a new business proposition that you could be interested in. And I have to tell you, business first though, okay? But I will let you know that this is someone who's going to come under the guise of business, like, oh, you know, we should team up with this. But it's really romance that they also want. But I'm just letting you know, please, business first. That should be your focus, okay? All right, so let's get into the next card. Summer. Yeah, so for you guys, it's going to be progression that you're going to get, but also, you know, progression, when I say progression, it doesn't necessarily mean like, okay, I'm going to start from like, let's just say you're doing social media from 0 followers or from 1 follower to then 10 followers, or it could literally be your type of progression to be like, yeah, I started from 100K subscribers to 500K subscribers. Like it's going to be progression in some form. By the next summer, obviously there's going to be international people watching this as well. Your version of summer is what I'm referring to. The next time it's summer. By summer, you will consider this that they're referring to, the golden opportunity, a success. You will. And I say you will because everyone has their own definition of success. I do feel like your version of success does depend on how much you're making. So if that's the case, I see you making a lot. And just getting back to this card really quick because they want me to go back to this card. I do feel like you guys will learn how to love yourself a lot more through this connection that's coming through. The connection is coming through. I have to feel like they really want me to speak about that, but I'm really running out of time. So sorry about that. But you're going to be torn. You're going to be torn in between whether or not you should pursue this connection or not in the midst of all of what's going on. And although I can give you my advice, Kenny Tarot can give you advice, it's ultimately up to you of what you want to do. But I see success and I see love coming through. And I think they're connected somehow. And this person's really going to not only, I feel like, show you the ropes on how to become successful in some way, but also they're going to adore you to where there's just no way you could ever not love yourself ever again. The last card that we have. Here. Good news. Yeah, they're coming. They're coming fast. And this could be by way of this could be like literally the person coming through be like, yo, you're hired. And then you guys have a connection that way. This person's coming. I know I keep saying that, but the reason why I say that is because it's getting louder and louder and louder. But there's some good news that's absolutely on their way. As I said that, they're showing me the Page of Wands, which is also my good news card. There's some good news, some type of form of communication that's going to be favorable to you. So look out for that. Success is coming in 2022. It's a golden opportunity, and it's also love. So, pile number 4. We gotta wrap this up. I'm so sorry. We're leaning towards 30 minutes. I hope that you enjoyed this. I'm excited for you. This is definitely one of my favorite piles. Absolutely. If you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But other than that, I will catch you guys next time. Bye.